right. What do you got? Anybody got questions?
Coach, make it up, accept the coach, and we'll take questions.
We didn't play real good in the first half. I was disappointed. I had some untimely turnovers, fumbles. We had one in the second half as well. We don't do that. We probably were able to score a couple more touchdowns and kind of put the game out of reach a heck of a lot earlier than we did. We ran the ball successfully most of the game. I thought Mekhi Hughes really ran the ball. Tough, hard-nosed. We ran the clock out there at the end. There wasn't. It was fourth down. We got to get 10 yards. Why not take a shot? We knew they were going to be pressing us. Mike threw a really nice ball to Lawrence Keys for the touchdown, put the game out of reach. Defensively, we had a tough time early in the game. Didn't tackle great. Didn't play with great leverage. They did a really nice job of running a lot of mesh routes underneath, and it seemed like they're kind of one step ahead of us in the first half. We're playing man, or if we were playing zone, they held the ball for a while until someone got open. They got good players. I said that all week. I was telling a bunch of people I think they've got excellent players, and Coach Dilfer's going to do a great job there.
On the decision on the touchdown pass, did you consider pooch punting there, or was it an easy decision?
You're only going to gain 11 yards. We thought we could take off, at the very least 5, 6, 7 seconds. And you also got an opportunity for a PI too. I've seen that happen before. So, it's one of those in between spots where you punt it in the end zone, you gain 11 yards. At that point in time, maybe 6, 7 seconds was better, but perfect throw and catch, good protection.
How much does your?
You said that you've seen the running backs do some good things. You were looking for someone to stand out and be great. Do you think that Mekhi
He did it today.
forward today?
He sure did. I was very impressed. Got into crunch time. I wanted to make sure he was in the game.
How much does your confidence in Pratt play into decisions like that to go on fourth down? Just the trust that you guys have.
Oh, I just we got a lot of trust in him and a lot of guys on the team, and there's a throw earlier that he wanted to get back, and I just thought it was a perfect throw, in the back of the end zone. And if he doesn't catch that other guy's not catching it, which it wouldn't have mattered at that time. But great throw by Michael.
You mentioned the slow start.
Pardon?
You mentioned the slow start. What was the conversation at halftime, and how proud were you of the effort that they showed coming out in the second?
Well, it was a big score at the end of the first half, to make it 20-14, and then, obviously, we knew we were receiving the opening kickoff of the second half, and a great drive down the field to go up 21-20, and I think it got everybody's confidence up quite a bit then.
Come out of the halftime locker room, coach, and your first 2 drives, 11 plays, and 11 runs. You saw something that you realized, hey, we can make a change here.
Well, I just kept being successful, and a lot of times, the coordinators, they want to get a little bit too cute, and I thought Slade did an excellent job of staying with what was working.
You talked about Mekhi a couple of times already, but he's the first 100-yard rusher you have this season. In a little more detail, though, what was he doing to create more openings for himself and to get those yards that y'all were looking for?
Well, when it's not blocked, he still gets 2-3 yards, which is a big deal. 2nd and 7 is a lot better play than 2nd and 10. And then when it is blocked, he does an excellent job of running behind his pads. He doesn't go down with the first tackle. He's always falling forward. He's probably a 200-pound guy, but he's a really powerful person and good movement. I thought he got to the second level a couple times. And we talk about C2 split 2, where you see 2 guys, you try to stretch them and go between them, and he did that quite a few times today as well.
His 12-yard run, coach, with 4:42 to go in the game, right in the middle, and that was about. Just talk about that run.
Yeah, he had 3 or 4 of those today. Where just we got 12, 13 yards and broke tackles. And, there's got to be a crease in there. The offensive line's got to do a good job of making something happen. Tight ends, receivers downfield blocking.
Did you tell him anything after the game special, like we needed somebody to step up and take that role? You stepped
No,
up.
I told him great job, fantastic job. You know, the thing about Mackay is, you know, he did his ACL last year right before the first game. So he had a tough year, you know, rehabbing. A lot of guys give up. He never gave up. He always worked extremely hard, had a positive attitude. You know, you like it when good things happen to good people.
Guys were getting frustrated by calls they weren't getting in the first half, or were getting called for. Did you say anything?
No, you know, there's a couple breaks we didn't get in the first half, and we got a couple breaks in the second half. Right?
Can you talk about the goal line stand, when they?
There's one of them right there, you know, they jumped over the top. You know, it's always you know, we work on, and I'm sure, you know, Coach Dilfer, they work on it a ton too. Quarterback sneak is tougher than you think. It's a tougher play than people think it is. And, you know, I'm sure he, you know, wishes he had ran behind his pads in the offensive line rather than jumping over the top. Jumping over the top, a lot of times good things don't happen, you know. And we got fortunate with 12 guys on the field.
Shadre Hurst got a couple of penalties in the first half. I'm not sure about the holding call, but he seemed like he bounced back pretty well.
Yeah, he played well. You know, they called a hold on him on a quick screen, and you know, I have to come back and look at it. But you know, for his first start at Division I football, I thought he really handled himself well.
I have to go back to Key's touchdown, that last touchdown catch, because you were on the other side of the field from where I was. It was a little bit tougher catch.
Were you on the other side, Mike?
You kind of said, no, I was up.
The hell's your deal?
I was at that angle. So, look, he had to create a little separation, and he did it well without getting any pass interference.
Yeah,
Like we talked about that.
you know, you want to stack the guy so you had an opportunity to you know, come out. I was a great receiver that I played with in college. He used to do a tremendous job on the fade ball. He's sitting there in the back, so I was giving him a little crap. No, you're right. You got to give yourself some more room. And he stacked, and Mike threw it over his outside shoulder. It was a really nice throw and catch. Those guys work on that all the time. I mean, all the time. We have pad and go. We do every pre-practice to warm up. You know, where we're just working on fade balls.
Tyler Grubbs played the opening series, and he's not.
You know, I watched him. He wanted to play so bad. You know, he just didn't look like he was moving around very good. And you know, it's going to be good this week to get him healthy, because he's a hell of a football player. But, you know, Jared stepped in, got an opportunity, played his butt off, played great.
You're a little banged up right now.
I think it's coming at a good time
Good
for us.
yeah.
I do. We got, you know, I think it'll help Michael get a little more healthy. Prince Pines, I'd be able to go. Talked about Tyler Grubbs. You know, those are three really good players right there. So I think all of them will be a lot more healthy after a week off.
Thanks.
Are you good? Thank you all.